Last night, you went somewhere. Maybe you don't remember it. But at some point in the dark, your body lay still. Your eyes moved back and forth under their lids, and your mind built a whole world. People, places, feelings, things that never happened. And for a while, you believed all of it was real. Everyone does this. Every night. You have done it almost every night of your life. And so did every human who came before you, all the way back into the deep dark of the past, long before anyone had a word for it. The question almost no one asks is, why? Why would a creature trying to survive in a dangerous world spend a third of its life asleep, and part of that sleep lost inside dreams? What were dreams for? And what did the first humans think was happening to them when they closed their eyes? Start with this. Dreaming is old, much older than us. Watch a sleeping dog, its paws twitching, little muffled barks, and you are watching an animal dream, which means dreaming was already happening long before the first human ever existed. We didn't invent it, we inherited it. Every ancestor you have ever had, back through hundreds of thousands of years, lay down at night and dreamed, just like you. So picture one of them, 50,000 years ago. A person asleep by a dying fire in a world with no electric light, no walls, no safety. And in their sleep, the same thing happens that happens to you. Their mind fills with faces and places and fear. They wake in the dark, heart pounding, sure for a moment that what they saw was real. But here is where their world and yours split apart. Because you wake up and think, it was only a dream. They did not. For most of human history, people did not believe dreams were made up by their own minds. How could they? You go to sleep, and suddenly you are somewhere else. You see people who are far away. You see people who are dead, speaking and moving, as real as they ever were. If you did not know what we know now, there is really only one explanation that makes sense. That at night, something in you leaves. That you travel somewhere. That the dead can still reach you there. And so, all across the world, ancient humans came to the same kinds of ideas. That dreams were messages, warnings of things to come, visits from ancestors who had died but were not truly gone, doorways to a spirit world that sat just on the other side of sleep. Whole beliefs were built on this, about the soul, about the afterlife, about gods who spoke to people while they slept. Some of the oldest religions we know of began, in part, with people trying to explain the strange place they went every single night. Think about that. A piece of what humans believe about life and death may have started with one simple, universal fact, that we dream. So that is what our ancestors believed. What we have since learned is, in its own way, just as strange. Because if dreams are not messages from beyond, then what are they really for? Why would nature keep something so odd in a world where lying asleep and helpless could get you killed? We still don't know for certain, but scientists have found some powerful clues. One idea is that dreaming is practice. Look at what people dream about most: being chased, falling, being attacked, losing someone, failing in front of everyone. Fear, over and over. Some researchers call this the threat rehearsal idea. The dreaming brain runs you through danger again and again, safely in your sleep, so that when real danger comes, you have, in a way, already lived it once. For an ancient human surrounded by predators, a brain that practiced fear every night might have been a brain that survived. Your nightmares may be a gift from ancestors who needed them. Another idea is that dreaming is how the brain sorts itself out. All day, you take in far more than you could ever hold on to. At night, mostly in the stage of sleep called REM, when the brain is nearly as busy as when you're awake, it seems to sift through it all, keeping what matters, letting go of what doesn't, tying the day to everything you already know. Dreams may simply be what that looks like, from the inside, while your mind is cleaning house and deciding what to keep. Most likely, it is all of these at once: practice and sorting and things we still haven't figured out. The honest truth is that one of the most ordinary things a human can do, something you will do again tonight, is still partly a mystery. And maybe that is the most human thing about it. Because the dream you have tonight is not new. The fear of falling, the face of someone you've lost, the chase through the dark. Humans have been having those exact dreams for longer than we have records of anything at all. The first people who ever looked like us woke from the same nightmares you do. They felt the same flood of relief when they realized they were safe by the fire. Then they lay back down under the same stars and did it all again, across everything that separates you from them. The language, the cities, the glowing screens. When you close your eyes tonight, you step into the oldest room our species has, a place with no time in it, where the dead can still speak, where the danger feels real, and where, for a few hours, you do exactly what every human who ever lived has always done. So tonight, when you lie down and the world goes dark and your mind begins to wander somewhere else, remember you are not alone in there. You are doing the single most ancient thing a person can do, the same thing a frightened human did beside a fire 50,000 years ago, the same thing they once believed could carry them to the dead and bring them home by morning. We may never fully know why we dream, but every night, without even trying, you reach back and touch every human who came before you, in the one place all of us, the living and the dead, have always been able to meet. If you like being reminded what you really are and where you really came from, then stay a while. There are more of these here.